Hello, hello. This is Ignacy Trzewiczek from Portal Games and this is Portal Games Vlog. Guys, we are back from Essen and we are back after the AI bullshit drama. So now I can finally talk about what happened at Essen, and it was epic, and I can talk about all the updates about our new releases. So let's start with the Essen. Essen was already, I know all the data because it's been a couple of days after the Essen, so I can say openly one of the best Essen in the whole history. And a reminder, we are at Essen the 19th time, next year will be 20th Essen. For Portal Games, it was one of the top 3 best Essen in the history of the company. I want to thank all of you who helped us making this Essen spectacular. Like all the likes on the posts, all the posts that you were posting on social media. Thank you for all the likes on the geek list to help boost Bohemians and Age of Galaxy to most anticipated games of the show. It helped us a lot, and it was absolutely stunning Essen. I was so happy and so proud seeing Jasper, the design of Bohemians, seeing all the hype, all the lines of people buying the game, taking selfies with him, asking him to sign a game, all these lines of people who were trying to play the game. So there was one line to people buying the game, there was a line of people trying to play the game. It was absolutely insane. As I said, one of the best Essens in the whole history of the Portal Games. I want to thank all of you once again for the super nice welcome of this game, of this launch at Essen. For those of you who follow me on social media, you probably saw that I went to Essen for the first time with my daughter Lena. She's 17 and she was super active with Bohemians playtesting. She was helping me develop the game. Of course, I had always a new prototype, new version, new cards, and I was playtesting at home with her. So she's a lot of warm feelings to the game. She has a lot of attachment to the game, so I invited her to see the launch of the game. It was a great adventure for her, as well as Jasper, seeing all these people playing the game. Beautiful stuff, and nothing yet announced, but you may suspect that we are working on something new around Bohemian, but we will be in touch. I'll call you, I'll let you know at some point what's happening next with Bohemians. We announced this week another edition of this game, Korean, Japan, Spanish, Italian. There's so many editions. You can visit the Portal Games Facebook page to see updates on that super successful launch of the game for us. At Essen I met a ton of people, ton of fans of Portal Games, tons of friends of Portal Games, ton of celebrities. It was absolutely a blast. Thank you for all of you who came, brought cookies, brought candies, brought positive energy. I also met with a couple of designers, checking and seeing prototypes of the game that we can maybe produce for the next years. So I had a couple of interesting meetings with that. And after Essen, of course, a lot of positive feedback on Bohemians, besides this AI drama. Lots of positive thoughts. We saw Matt Leacock and Elizabeth Hargrave, designer of Pandemic and designer of Wingspan, playing Bohemians on the plane. Can I have a photo here? And they had a blast with the game. We had an amazing photo of Colin Rapp, director of Essen Spiel, the whole spiel. She presented her whole, and yes, Bohemians in the center. A lot of people playing the game, and it makes me and Jasper so happy. We had a mega positive review from Dan Turot from the Space Beef blog. The best reviewer for me. I appreciate him and I respect him a lot, and I'm a subscriber for his blog. So yes, Space Beef played Bohemian and he liked the game as well. Steph Hodge played the game and loved Bohemians as well. Lots of you are playing the game and enjoying and having fun, and all the jokes about syphilis and all this crazy stuff that we put in the game. I'm so proud of Portal Games. I'm so proud of Jasper, design of the game. The launch of the game to remember. So if you don't have Bohemians yet in your collection, I think you need that. It really is a great launch for us. Go to your local game store, ask for the copy, and if they have a trouble with getting it through the distribution, you can just order directly from our website, and we are shipping on the go as you put orders, so consider that. As for Age of Galaxy, it was, and by the way, and Bohemians was sold out on Saturday, and we brought like a ton of boxes. Like I think it leaked somewhere that we had 1,000 boxes, and there was a lot of boxes, and we sold out. It was absolutely amazing. We sold out also with Age of Galaxy. We also had a couple of hundred boxes of Age of Galaxy. It was sold out on Friday. As every year I say, secure your copy in pre-order system. This is the only way to go to the big shows, because at big shows things get going to get viral, and you never know which product will be sold out and which not. So if you go to the big show like Gen Con or Essen, you better put pre-order on the website to have it. Neuroshima X Battle doing so please consider getting it at your local game store. Starter set for Neuroshima Hex, very proud of it. We were doing demos of it for the whole Essen as well. So this is Essen. Lots of other things happened, but I don't want to talk about it for like 45 minutes, but it was absolutely amazing. Thank you once again for being there for us and doing this amazing celebration of positive energy. Race to Berlin, released at Essen. It will be released in America early next year. Race to Berlin delivered to backers before Essen, or at least it was shipped to backers before Essen, because of course some people live in Germany, some people live in France, some people live in Taiwan, and some people are living in Singapore, so different countries, so the shipping takes maybe longer, but basically before Essen, as promised, all the copies were shipped to the backers. Many of you picked your copy at the show yourself, so Operation Race to Berlin finished without any delays, without any problems. All the games delivered to the backers. Now we are waiting for the ship reaching American soil, so we can reach our American backers who pledged $1 to tell them, yes, the game is already in our warehouse, this is the tariff situation as for now, this will be your cost of the game, are you interested? And we will send email to each of you American backers telling you the final price with the tariffs for the Race to Berlin, and then you will consider buying it or not. Hopefully you will. So Race to Berlin operation successful. It is always a lot of noise and disappointment, well deserved, when there is some delays in the Kickstarters. When the Kickstarter is delivered in time, nobody's discussing, so let's discuss. Delivered in time with no problems, with no delays, in your hands already. Now, speaking about the ship, we have a super awesome situation. I printed it to show you, but I left it on the desk, so maybe next week I will show you again. Because I printed email. This is me, this is Ignace. I printed email, but I printed it to have it in my archives, to remember it for the years. Like this is like a thing that I want to have in the box to remember 20 years later. Our ship with Neuroshima Hex, with Race to Berlin, and with Neuroshima X Wireman, 3 products, was scheduled to reach port on October 28th. So on October 29th, I'm asking my employee, Greg, if the ship arrived, if the product is in the warehouse, how much we finally paid for these tariffs. And he said that probably the product is in the port, but he doesn't have paperwork yet. He's asking shipping company. Later that day, when America wakes up, we learn that actually the product is not in the port. The ship had to change the route and is redirected to the different port to Miami because of the weather situation. So we wait another hours, another day. It reaches a Miami port. So I'm asking my employee if it unloaded, if we have a product, how much we paid for the tariffs, and he said the unloading of the ship was at some point stopped. Some containers were unloaded, some containers were not unloaded. You know what this story is going, right? Our container was not unloaded, and because crazy weather that was happening in Florida on that day, the ship had to leave the port and now is on the sailing to different ports. to their stuff, and our games and our container is on it, was not unloaded in Florida, and it's already left Florida. And we're looking at the tracking systems of this ship, and it is leaving Florida. And now we have a schedule that this container and this ship will go back to Florida, back to Miami on November 28th. So we have 4 weeks, the whole month, when this ship is sailing to different ports, and then it will get back to Florida. Hopefully the weather will be good. So we were not planning a release of Neuroshima Hex this year now, because I already felt that it will be a disaster. So I said we are moving this release for American market for later this year, for the beginning of the next year, because I will be now super furious. Now I'm not super furious, I'm just joking and making fun of it. How crazy it is to be publisher of the board games. That you have to know about all this production and logistics and shipment and taxes and tariffs. Like, you have to have all this crazy knowledge that you didn't think that you need when you started the company, and you just dreamed about creating games. Creating games is like a friction of the actual day of the board game publisher. So, Race to Berlin and Neuroshima Hex is a new edition, somewhere on the seas, somewhere on the oceans. Leaving Florida, even though it was in the port, it was in the process of unloading. It will be in 4 weeks, so end of the November. Hopefully in December we will proceed with that to our warehouse, and in January we'll send review copies and start the whole marketing stuff. And early February, hopefully, we will have a release of Neuroshima Hex. So this baby was already released in Europe. It was already released at Essen. It's absolutely massive, amazing, superb. But it is now lost on the ships, so I will not talk about it yet. We need to wait a couple of more weeks. As for what's happening in Portal Games Poland, we just released in Poland Slide Spire, massive, amazing deck builder. I suppose you guys played this video version. This is the cardboard version. It's awesome, it's not fiddly, it's well designed, it's a super awesome game. It allows you to play with few players, which is amazing that you're playing on a video game. On the computer you play solo. Here a couple of you playing, fighting with these bosses, super awesome stuff. We are very proud publisher of this game in Poland, and I'm very happy to say that it was sold out in 1 week. And so we printed, we delivered, we made marketing, it was sold out, and that's it. So we have to wait for the reprint day. If you have a chance to buy it in your country, in your local stores, buy it. It's absolutely amazing, amazing game. Slide Spire, the board game, well done by the designers. Now on the side projects, I released my fanzine Sherwood issue number 5. I'm doing a hardcore, old style, old school fanzine. This is what I'm doing in my personal free time, and it's going amazing. Thank you for watching this vlog. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a fan of Portal Games. Thank you for trying to be on top of all the topics happening around us. And I think we talk each other next week. I will talk about the Imperial Settlers on Board Game Arena. I will talk about the new games on Board Game Arena. I will talk about the update about the ships, and who knows what others will happen. So thank you for today. Stay well, take care, and bye bye.